From Nickelodeon Studios in Minecraft, welcome to Guts, the action sports show that's gonna make you sweat. Let's meet today's players. In the bodacious blue, it's Nmanslimmer. And in the righteous red, it's Slushiwolf. And in the punishing purple, it's ShatoSakurin. Hello once again everyone, I'm MonkeyDude22. Welcome back to the Extreme Arena, home of Minecraft Guts, the action sports show where these three players will live out their greatest sports fantasies. Today's players once again will be battling their way throughout 4 outrageous events, and then after that they'll get a chance to tackle on our Radical Rock, the Aggro Crag, where almost anything can happen. The player with the most points at the end of all of our events is the winner, and he or she will be able to take home a glowing piece of our Radical Rock. Now on to our first event, where our players are going to be using the power of the slime block and their archery skills to land a few bullseyes, because in our first event, Bullseyes, players will have 60 seconds to jump off the aerial bridge, bounce up, and shoot. Each shot in the white area of the target is worth 1 point, while 2 points will be awarded for any bullseyes. Shots will only count if a player has released the arrow after touching the ground. Most points win. Players, on your mark, get set. Alright, here we go for the start of our first event, Bullseye. All three players jumping off the aerial bridge, bouncing up and taking a shot. All three players getting points there, although it looks like Shato and Slushy got 2 points. Looks like Nman with 1 point right there. They go for their second shot. Both Slushy and Shato getting the 2 points there. Nman misses the target right there. We're down to 40 seconds left to go in Bullseye. Slushy bouncing up, Shato bouncing up, both getting shots on right there. Here's Nman sizing it up, looks to make a move. Slushy jumps off, bounces up, takes a shot. Bullseye for Slushy. Here's Shato bouncing up as well with a bullseye. Nman having some trouble right now, not able to hit the target. Slushy puts up another one. Shato bouncing down, back up, takes another shot. Bullseye for him there. 20 seconds left to go in this match. All three of the other players are neck and neck right now. It's Shato and Slushy, purple and red. Who's going to take it away? We got 10 seconds left to go right now in this event. Slushy bounces up, takes a shot right there, looks to land in the white area. Shato bouncing up, takes a shot right there, looks to be a bullseye. 3, 2, 1, and that's going to do it for Bullseye. That last one from Slushy will count. Unfortunately for Shato, he did not bounce off the ground. Let's go ahead and tabulate the scores right now. Coming in first in Bullseye is ShatoSakurin in purple with 13 points. In second place, Slushiwolf in red with 12 points. And in third place, Nmanslimmer in blue with 2 points. And now let's take a look at the leaderboard after our first event. First place in all of our events is worth 300 points, and that goes to ShatoSakurin in purple. Second place is worth 200 points, which goes to Slushiwolf in red. And third place is worth 100 points, which goes to Nmanslimmer in blue. Well, what a fantastic event that was to watch, and with only 200 points separating our third place player with our first place player, it's still anyone's game. As we head on down to the field for our next event, Target Tag, our players will be competing once again in a head-to-head match. Players will start at the sound of my whistle and then fire their arrows at the target. The first player to light up all of the targets on their individual board will be declared the winner and take home first place points. Players, on your mark, get set. Alright, and here they go, all three players firing at the targets. Looks like that would be Slushiwolf with the first target lit. He's in red in the middle of your screen. There's Shato with his second target hit. Back to back, there's the third one. Nman on the board there. Looks like Shato out in the lead with 3. Looks like Slushy and Nman are tied with 1. There's a fourth one for Shato. There is a fifth one for Shato. Shato jumping out to a huge lead here in this competition of Target Tag. There's a sixth one for Shato. 2 for Slushiwolf. Slushy trying to make a comeback. There's 3 for Slushiwolf. 7. Only 4 more left to go for Shato. N-Man over there in the blue is struggling just a little bit, but here is Slushy bringing on the heat. 3 more left to go for Shato. Who is going to come out with first place points? Will it be Shato? Will it be Slushy? Slushy getting another one there. Back to back. Here's Shato. 1 more left to go. Will he get it? Boom! There it is. Shato taking home first place points. Who's going to get second place here? Slushy still needs 3. N-Man with about 5 there. Let's see who can make it happen. Who can make it work? 2 left for Slushy. Can he make it? 1 more left to go. There it is. Slushy taking home second place. What a great competition between all 3 of our players. Let's go ahead and get the official results right now. Coming in first place in target tag, ShatoSakurin in purple. In second place, Slushiwolf in red. And in third place, Nmanslimmer in blue. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our leaderboard standings after 2 events. In first place right now, ShatoSakurin in purple with 600 points. In second place, Slushiwolf in red with 400 points. And in third place right now, Nmanslimmer in blue with 200 points. So with ShatoSakurin starting to increase the gap, Slushiwolf is only 200 points behind him and can easily catch up. N-Man is also right in the thick of things, right on the heels of Slushy. It's still anyone's game. Now on to our next event, Tornado Run, a virtual cross-country race we've brought right here to the Extreme Arena, filled with all sorts of obstacles and challenges such as rivers, earthquakes, wall climbs, and so much more. Each player will start at the sound of the whistle and race around the track. The first player to successfully navigate through or over all of the obstacles and then cross the finish line first will receive first place points. Players, on your mark, get set. Alrighty, here we go. Slushy and Shato off to an early lead. Slushy takes the inside turn, looks to jump across. Ooh, missed that last lily pad there as Shato catches up quite quickly on him. Now they're going through the earthquake pass right now. Looks like Shato and Slushy. Who's going to come out first? Looks like Shato right here, making around the third turn. Goes through the jungle vines as opposed to climbing up. Looks like Slushy's going to climb up, but Shato, too big of a lead right here for Slushy to catch up as he gets hung up in the door frame. And ShatoSakurin in purple is going to take first place if that's official. Here's Slushy coming across the line. That's good enough for second place. Let's take a look here. Here's N-Man coming around the third corner right now, going across the final bridge, coming across the finish line. That's good enough for third place if everything is official. Let's go ahead and get the official results right now. Coming in first place is ShatoSakurin in purple. In second place, Slushiwolf in red. And in third place, Nmanslimmer in blue. Now let's take a look at the leaderboard standings after our third event. Still out in the lead is ShatoSakurin in purple with 900 points. In second place, Slushiwolf in red with 600 points. And in third place, Nmanslimmer in blue with 300 points. So it's still anyone's race as we go into the fourth and final event before the Aggro Crag. So again, a close race between Slushiwolf and ShatoSakurin in our third event. But who will take home first place points in our next event? Because in this event, our players will be getting their water game on, an event we like to call White Water. Players will start at the sound of my whistle and try as quickly as possible to maneuver their boat across the Guts pool. Lighting the beacon on the other side, the players will then have to turn around and battle their way back to light the beacon on the other side to end the race. Fastest time wins. So a lot of finesse is required in this event to slowly maneuver your boat around the obstacles and set yourself up for the next move. N-Man, it looks like he's ready to go in the pool. He needs a good finish. On your mark, get set. Alrighty, so here we go with Nmanslimmer on blue. He's making his way through the Guts pool right now. Looks like, oh, he just got stuck on those spider webs right off the bat. Looks like he was trying to go off the wall there to start off. Unfortunately, he's going to have to power his way through those cobwebs right at the start of this race. He's up to 16 seconds right now. He needs a good finish in this one to get back into the race for second and even first place. Let's see what he can do here. He's looking to make his move. He sets himself up. He's going to go straight down the middle of the pool as we approach 30 seconds here on the clock. And he's making his way right now. A little bit of a hesitation. Slow and steady wins the race. That's the way you got to play this event right now. N-Man, with 40 seconds on the clock, he's got to power his way through and hit that beacon as soon as he possibly can and begin his return journey. Oh, loses a little bit of a control right there into the corner. He's got to get back over to that beacon as soon as he possibly can. We're up to 54 seconds on the clock as he hits his beacon at 55 seconds. Come on, N-Man, make your way back. Get back as quick as you possibly can here. He's deciding to go onto the right-hand side of the pool. As you can see, there's an open lane here. If he can make his way across without any issues, it looks like he's getting a little bit hung up on these cobwebs. Remember, slow and steady and a lot of finesse is what you need for this one here, as Nman's finding some good maneuverability as he goes around into the middle of the pool. Having him some problems here, though. Shoots himself right across there. A nice maneuvering there by Nman. He's got to make another move, go right in between those cobwebs, hit that beacon, and that'll be good enough. So let's see if he can get it right here in the next few seconds. Come on, Nman, you got it. Up to 1:38. Can he hit it? Can he hit it? Boom! Right there. Nman coming in at 1:41, if that's official. We'll go ahead and take a look at the official results on that one, and then it'll be up to Slushiwolf in red to beat that time. And that is official. The time to beat is 1:41 by Nman. So Slushiwolf, on your mark, get set. All right, here we go with Slushiwolf in red in the pool. He's got to beat 1:41. Let's see if he can do it. With Nman looking on to the sidelines there. It looks like Slushy's having a little bit of a problem getting along the first set of cobwebs there, but he's wiggling his way through. Getting across the middle of the guts pool. Great form right there as he weaves in between both of those nets. We've got our referee along the lines there, Mr. Noon, checking to make sure that everything is kosher from all of our players. 30 seconds on the clock now for Slushiwolf as he hits the beacon and makes his turn around. Looks like he's also going on the right-hand side, but clips the spiderweb on the right corner. Let's see if he can make it through and beat that 1:41. Getting through to the middle of the pool right now. Just trying to wiggle through those rapids, those spiderwebs that are off to the side there to annoy our players. He's making good time right now as he's going across the middle of the pool at 52 seconds. I think he might be able to beat this time if he can power through these cobwebs and light that beacon. Can he hit it? He's so close. And there he goes. With 1 minute on the clock, if that is official, that is going to be the new time to beat. Let's get the official results and head on over to our purple player, ShatoSakurin, who will be up next. Alrighty, that is an official time for Slushiwolf in red at 1 minute, so that is now the time to beat. That is 1 minute for Shato to hold on to the perfect score. On your mark, get set. Alrighty, and here we go for the fourth event here for Shato in purple. Gotta beat 1 minute to hold on to that perfect score going into the aggro crag. We're at the middle of the guts pool right now, making some good progress, some good headway here. Nice maneuvering around that third set of cobwebs. Gotta get over to that beacon as soon as you possibly can. Boom, there you go with 21 seconds on the clock. Can you get back there in under 1 minute? Nice setting them up there. Oh, getting caught there by those cobwebs. And another set as we get to the middle of the guts pool. 30 seconds to get all the way across. Shato's got to pass that 1 minute. Got to get in there. Oh, this is going to be a close one at 39, 40 seconds. And, oh, locks in at 40 seconds. Unbelievable performance by Shato in purple to hold on to that perfect score if that is official. Let's go ahead and take a look at that right now. Coming in first place in Whitewater is ShatoSakurin in purple with 40 seconds. In second place, Slushiwolf in red with 1 minute. And in third place, Nmanslimmer with 1 minute and 41 seconds. All right, now let's take a look at our standings going into the aggro crag after 4 events. As you can see right now, ShatoSakurin holding on to that perfect score with 1,200 points in purple. In second place, right behind Slushiwolf in red with 800 points. And right now in third place, Nmanslimmer in blue with 400 points. That was a look at how things stand. Now let's take a quick look at how they got there. In our first event, Bullseye, Slushiwolf and Shato battled neck and neck for the full 60 seconds, and Nman was also right in there at the start, but struggled later in the game and just never recovered. Shato also came out on top, beating Slushy by just a single point in that event, so it was really anyone's game. In our second event, Target Tag, Shato once again came out on top, just edging Slushy by a mere few seconds. Nman once again was right behind them as well, and it was a very close match. Next, we went down to the track for Tornado Run, where Slushy and Shato once again were neck and neck all the way through to the finish. Was it the start of the race when Shato took the outside corner while Slushy took the inside that was the difference? Or was it when Slushy got hung up in the earthquake that did him in? Lastly, we went to the guts pool where Shato showed his dominance once again. All 3 players set a record and a time to beat, so it was truly anyone's game. But once again, it all comes down to this, the aggro crag. And believe believe me, the stakes have skyrocketed because so have the points in this event, with third place being worth 375 points, second being worth 550 points, and first a whopping 725 points. Players will start at the sound of my whistle, and each player has an identical side of the mountain to climb and may not cross into another player's path. During their climb, our players must first traverse Boulder Canyon before lighting up each of 6 targets on their side of the crag. The first player to activate all of their targets, including the final one at the peak of the mountain, will receive first place points. So a lot at stake here for Shato, a perfect score on the line. Slushy, the opportunity to play spoiler. N-Man, looking for a good finish. Who's going to take it home? Players, on your mark, get set. And here we go as the players begin their climb up Boulder Canyon. That's Slushiwolf in the middle on the red section. It's Shato on the right side in the purple section, and N-Man in blue on your left-hand side there. Looks like Shato and Slushy are neck and neck as they go up to that third actuator. Shato looking for the ladder to make it up to the second tier. That's the midway point of the aggro crag. Hits that next actuator there. There's also Slushy. They are neck and neck here. Shato just ahead there, making sure to hit that actuator as the fireworks are tumbling on all of our players here. It's Shato making it up to the third tier along with Slushy. This is a neck and neck battle. Who is going to take home the first place finish on the aggro crag? Both of them are finished with their final actuators. They need to make it to the top and hit the completely final actuator to lock in and finish the race. Slushy makes it up the crisscross ladders, and there it is. Slushy, if that is official, that is the first place finish on the aggro crag. Shato having some difficulty with the crisscross ladders. N-Man having some difficulty down there on the first tier. That's good enough for second place for Shato. And let's take a look at N-Man down over here on the left-hand side of your screen. Having some difficulty getting up to that third actuator. I think he got a little bit stuck there in the Boulder Canyon area as well as the cobwebs. But it's all right. A great race from all 3 of our players there. Shato and Slushy neck and neck all the way up to the top of the crag. Let's get the official results from the aggro crag right now. Coming in first place on the aggro crag is Slushiwolf in red. In second place, ShatoSakurin in purple. And in third place, Nmanslimmer in blue. Well, the aggro crag once again deciding everything for us today. In third place, Nmanslimmer in blue with 775 points. In second place, Slushiwolf in red with 1,525 points. And our winner today, ShatoSakurin in purple, 1,750 points. Once again, a fantastic performance from all 3 of our players today. Through ups and downs all day long, these players showed incredible athleticism and supreme sportsmanship. They should all be proud to have finished with such grace and dignity, and no ifs, ands, or buts, these guys got guts. Do you have it?
Do you have it? Do you have it?
Guts was recorded in Minecraft in front of a live studio audience at Nickelodeon Studios in Nick World.